Hey friends, I'm Siddhant Obroy or Cash Daddy Sid. Welcome to my video number 3. It might be a long one, so please watch till the end and hit like. So, Bitcoin. What is it? What is blockchain? Why should I use this digital currency? What is the legality of this currency in India? Bitcoin as a subject just intrigues me. It tickles my insides because what genius? I mean, I can make my own money that cannot be regulated by anybody. No government in the world can regulate the money I make for myself. It might not be long before I start hashing myself. So, yeah, let's hope for that. So, you might have some questions right now in India about bitcoins, and that might be one of the reasons that you're watching this video. Well, to start off, a Bitcoin is an electronically generated cryptocurrency made out of 1 upon 10 crore individual blocks. So that's like 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 individual blocks. So now each block in this signifies a particular value for that period of time. I mean, for that particular time, it each block denotes a certain value. So Bitcoin is not owned by anybody. I mean, nobody in particular can own Bitcoin as a currency. Like how, I mean, countries own fiat currencies, like the US owns all American dollars, and so on and so forth for the other countries. Bitcoin is not owned by anybody, right? You could think of this as email. I mean, anyone can use it, everybody does use it, but there is no single organization or person that is in charge of it. So I mean, like complete control is with nobody. Bitcoin transactions, they are irreversible. That means that once they are done, they cannot be undone. I mean, the person will have to transfer you the bitcoins again, like reverse transfer you the bitcoins in order for you to receive them again. But you cannot undo. Once you hit the send button, they're gone. I mean, yeah, good luck tracing them then. So that brings me back. This means that nobody, including banks, governments, can block you from sending or receiving money from, like, not money. I mean bitcoins from anybody else in the world. You can send or receive bitcoins to anybody in the world, and nobody can regulate that. This basically means that nobody is in charge of bitcoins. It is independent. With this freedom, that is the high, that is the I mean, anybody can send it anywhere. There also comes great responsibility, right? That means that there is no central authority over bitcoins. There is nobody that you can call and complain to, like in banks where you can do that with fiat currency. You cannot call and complain about any transaction gone wrong, anything that is not happening. You cannot do that, right? So, my suggestion would be just like how you would handle physical money, like cash, that's how you handle bitcoins. Don't give your bitcoins to anybody. Don't give, if it sounds too far-fetched, well, it is too far-fetched and it's not going to happen, right? There are ways you can make bitcoins. It's not necessary that you have to buy yours, but don't go on for easy methods like hashing and mining. I mean, those are not easy. People who do them, there is a huge tendency for them to get greedy and just abscond with your money. So, I mean, there are good hashers. I'm not saying that there aren't. I will be one soon, hopefully. So, yeah. And so now you might ask me, what is blockchain? Well, guys, blockchain is basically a digital ledger in which all transactions made in Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency are recorded. So basically, blockchain is all those independent small blocks a certain amount of those blocks are sent to somebody, and that is recorded, and it's visible to everybody in a public, I mean, on a public forum. You can, anybody can click on a transaction hash ID, and they can see where the blocks have been at what point of time, what is their current status, are they confirmed, unconfirmed. According to me, I think blocks go through a 12 confirmation stage, but on a physical level, a person can only see 3 confirmations. I think they go through 12. So that's just my thought. I'm not sure about it. So this currency in itself, it's a booming currency, currently valued at more than 900 US dollars and speculated to touch around 10,000 US dollars in the foreseeable future. अभी हाल ही में I think there was a Indian news item on an A grade English news channel in India, and that said, like, it was on bitcoins and what the currency is capable of and how much it's going to touch in 2018. I don't think 2018, I think somewhere around 2018 and 2019 beginning is going to touch $10,000. That's like around close to about 6 lakh Indian rupees, right? Also, if you guys are actually wondering what is the status of bitcoins, you can Google Bitcoin news and you will see all major news channels. They have separate tabs, I mean, separate, like, website entries for bitcoins, I mean, separate pages that you can go to. Bitcoin news is in itself is a topic, like how sports and everything that is coming into being. I mean, think about it. Bitcoin is going to become a part of your life. Why not embrace it now, right? Okay, so question number one, why should one use bitcoins? Right, this is the biggest question I would be answering today. Okay, one, it's fast. When you pay, okay, take this for example. When you pay a check from one bank into your own bank, right? The bank holds that money for several days because it does not trust the authenticity of your funds being there. It authenticates the authenticity of your funds being there, and then after that, once the funds are really available, it further transfers them, right? Similarly, even international wire transfers, they take a while. I mean, it at least takes about an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours. But bitcoins, you send them here, they're there the next instant. It's like in a snap, like that, right? Okay, it's cheap. I'm not talking about bitcoins per se, but the transaction charges are considerably very cheap. I mean, talk to any Indian merchant, he will cry about the transaction fees that he incurs. Debit card swipe, every swipe, I think he's charged at 2%, and they have a minimum charge criteria as well. And I think it's a 4% charge on every credit card swipe for every merchant. So that's huge. And I mean, there's a minimum charge limit also. I mean, you need to at least swipe for 200 rupees. In bitcoins, you can send bitcoins of any amount. I mean, if you can divide one bitcoin to a value of 0.00067 paisa, right? That low. That's how much you can pay to, right? And I mean, the transaction fees you incur will be considerably very less. So that's a very huge plus point in bitcoins, right? So third biggest plus point on why to use bitcoins. Like you've seen demonetization, Modi came and he took away all our money. Well, no government can take away bitcoins from you. If they're with you, they're yours. No central authority has any control over it because this currency is decentralized. I mean, if it's with you, you own it. It's yours, and no bank can claim it, can lay claim to it because it's not in currency. So it's cryptocurrency, right? So anybody who's finding their trust in banking system unraveling, well, bitcoins are for you. They're your way to go. Don't give up on bitcoins. They're the way to go. Okay, fourth biggest advantage of using Bitcoins is there are no chargebacks on Bitcoins, right? I mean, once Bitcoins have been sent, they're gone. A person who sends Bitcoins cannot try to retrieve them without the recipient's consent. I mean, if you send it to your friend, you can only get those Bitcoins back when your friend wishes to give them back to you, right? So this, what does this help us with, right? This helps us in by making it difficult for the people who commit fraud to commit fraud with credit cards and all. You see all these people, they're trying to get all their machines and everything. They spike machines, they take all your information and then they use your cards for various other transactions online. Well, all that information is not at their disposal and they cannot track you back to your account. So no information gets stored offline, no information except the information of your blocks gets stored. So that's a huge plus point. Fifth point of why to use Bitcoins. Well, people cannot steal your payment information from merchants. Many websites nowadays have a lot of security loopholes. Like Amazon has huge security loopholes. There's Flipkart that has security loopholes. I could go on, but I mean, it's critiquing. Well, merchants like these, you don't need to store your personal information with them. You don't need to store your credit card information with them. You just pay using your Bitcoin wallet into the address mentioned and copy the transaction code. How simple can that be? I mean, you're not giving anybody any part of your information, your credit card information, any information that can be done to defraud you. You're not letting go of any of that. So you're safe. Bitcoins, okay, this is the sixth one. So Bitcoins can be as private as you want them to be, right? On one hand, it's transparent thanks to the blockchain. I mean, everybody can see wherever the blocks are, and but like they don't know exactly who holds them. I mean, they're there, but who holds them, you don't know, right? They know people come to know where the transaction is coming from, where the transaction has gone, but nobody knows who it's come from and who it's gone to. Okay, so another example of this. Unlike conventional bank accounts, no one knows who holds a particular Bitcoin address. So if you hold one, it's only you and the wallet company that knows that it's yours. And nobody else does. So it's like it's transparent, but still your information is safe. It's like having a clear plastic wallet with no visible owner. I mean, it's a wallet, it's got money, but there's no owner for it. Everyone can look inside it. I mean, people can see how much money you have, how many blocks you have, but they don't know who it belongs to. That makes it a plus point as well. You can hide your bitcoins wherever you want to. I mean, offline, online. Safest is offline. But I think right now the feasibility is of keeping them online because of the transactions and everything that we all go through. So yeah, so we are on point seven. Okay, you don't need to trust anyone else with your bitcoins. The right. So even the merchant who you're paying does not need to know who you are unless you've arranged to tell them. I mean, if you want to tell them who you are, what is your address and everything, that is up to you. But if you don't want to tell them, well, you can just send them the money and then they'll be on their way. So, and the eighth reason of why to use bitcoins is you own it. I mean, if it's yours, it's yours. Nobody can take that shit away from you, right? Ninth reason of using bitcoins is you can create your own money with bitcoins, right? All you need to do is invest your money once. It is a huge investment, it is massive investment, but I mean it pays like nothing else, right? If you are hardworking enough, you don't even need options like these. You could always use a peer-to-peer network marketing website to create your own bitcoins by working hard, investing a small amount, and investing quite a bit of your time. You've got to choose a good website for yourself. There are a lot of them going online right now. Light funds, CryptoBix, all such things. I don't trust the authenticity of all this. I trust the authenticity of two programs which use probably the same script right now. This is Zarfund and VTChamp.com. Both of these websites they use the same script, except that yeah, let's get into that. Yeah. So yeah, you got to choose a good website for you in order to get into MLM, network marketing, peer-to-peer money lending and donation and receiving and all that. You got to choose a good website that is trustable and legitimate, right? And it all depends on how much you want to put in initially, right? If you can, if you got a good amount of investment that you can put down, well, the world's your oyster. You can go wherever you want to. I specifically like this picture. If somebody notices closer, they'll understand why. But well, to each his own. Right. So it all depends on how much you can pay and how you want to get paid. If you're very, very confident in yourself that you're a good network marketer and can make big, big money by network marketing, you should join a monthly paying matrix like Zarfund. So Zarfund basically requires you to pay an initial donation of 0.031 Bitcoin, including transaction fees. This is around 2000 Indian rupees. But you should always remember that this payment in Zarfund will be a recurring payment. That means that you will be going through the same payments you make in month one, you will be going through those payments in month two, and maybe even more depending on your progress. Right? So in a program like Zarfund, one at least needs to clear the first two levels and reach level 3 in month 1 and in order to succeed. Otherwise, there's no use. You'll just be beating around the bush and not exactly know what it's about, right? And you need to keep working hard on a product and a platform like Zarfund for 2, 3, maybe 4, 5 months in order to see good quantitative results. Zarfund is exceedingly beautiful in terms of its system. I mean, payment system is really, really good, but it is very rigorous as well. I mean, बंदा को घिस देता है भाई वो अच्छे ढंग से अच्छा रगड़ा देता है 1 महीने में तुम्हारे को ऐसी तैसी कर सकता है Zarfund अगर बट इफ यू आर गुड एट इट it can show you a beautiful time too. I'm lucky, I'm good at it, so yeah, having a good time. Then there is also btchamp.com. So you'll ask me what is btchamp.com? btchamp.com is another beautiful, beautiful website that has been created by Niliv. So it is a peer-to-peer website which is completely made in India. Make in India, go Modi. So the sign up here is at about 0.0005 Bitcoin, which is close to about 60 Indian rupees or around 94 cents. Bitcoin price is rising, lol. Yeah, so because around 2, 3 days ago, I remember the same price being 50 rupees, and now it's about 60 rupees. So rising, guys, come on, invest now. Yeah. Okay, it has the same matrix as Zarfund, as I said, except that here the beauty is every stage you get 6 months. So it's a 6 month recurring matrix. That means that you get 6x the time to achieve what you have to do in 1 month in Zarfund. Zarfund payout is at about 164 bitcoins. That is the maximum per month you can withdraw out of it. BTChamp.com gives you the ability to earn about 118.5 bitcoins in about 6 months. Once you do that, you can repeat. Once you do that, then I mean it's sorted. You just everybody finishes their chain, and then the same people just join up again. Anywhere that's the same story. You could do that anywhere, but you've got to finish it. That's like a huge, huge task. I mean, people, it's not easy to earn money on these platforms. You need to be a huge, huge marketer who's working day in and day out just just to complete these matrices. Yeah. So, right? Well, at the end of it, according to me, Zarfund is for heavy internet marketers and those who have a never ever say die attitude for their own earning. I mean, if you're doing all that or you have that attitude and you're doing everything, you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for anybody else, right? I suggest, like, really good internet marketers or those marketers who, good network marketers who have a strong local database. I mean, जिन लोगों के पास जो नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग करते हैं, जिनके पास अच्छा डेटाबेस लोकली है, जो पहले ही ऐसी वेबसाइट्स पे काम कर चुके हैं, जैसे वेब ट्रेड्स, ड्रीम ट्रेड, ये सब बड़ी बड़ी वेबसाइट्स पे, मतलब बड़ी नहीं, इन्वेस्टमेंट बहुत ज़्यादा है इन वेबसाइट्स पे इन कंपैरिजन टू द रिटर्न्स, बहुत ज़्यादा है। अगर आप वहाँ पे लोग लगा सकते हैं, आप यहाँ पे बहुत आराम से लोग लगा सकते हैं। वो वेबसाइट इतना नहीं दे रही होगी शायद जितना ये वेबसाइट दे रही है, राइट? If you guys, I mean, these network marketers, if you guys can get investments of about 57,000 rupees for websites like Dream Trade and Web Trades and everything, you can use the same amount of efforts of yours to make much more money in a significantly lower investment at a good Bitcoin based peer to peer donation sending matrix, right? These are basically organizational funding matrices that were evolved so that people can actually achieve their dreams. It is not a scam, it cannot be a scam. None of these websites can be, because it is peer to peer. Peer to peer means person to person, right? So then after this, BT Champ, I feel, is for everybody. The common man, anybody who has a smartphone can access BT Champ, create their own blockchain account and start using BT Champ. It is not difficult. All you have to do is have a smartphone and have the will to make it. And once you do, there is nothing in this world that can stop you, right? I mean, for 50 Indian rupees, 0.0005 bitcoins, you have a possible earning of around 118 bitcoins. More than that, maybe. Who knows? I mean, who knows what you're capable of? Even you don't know what you're capable of. Do what it takes. Make money. Bitcoin is the currency of the future. You make it now, you will always thank me for the rest of your life. Right? Both these websites require the same number of people to complete, so it is your choice. If you want to earn big, join both. Both are trusted though. Casa is very professional. I mean, Niliv, the person I know, BT Cham guy, he's very professional, and he doesn't hit below the belt with personal negative emails about different platforms. But I guess all is fair in love and dhanda. You guys can get in touch with me on my Facebook if you require any help on anything, you have any queries. I'm leaving the link of my Facebook below. Please, guys, remember to hit like so that I can get you more news. I can motivate you. I can tell you what to do with your bitcoins. If you want to make bitcoins, if you want to invest bitcoin, anything bitcoin, Sid, yeah, Cash Daddy Sid is here. Right? So that's me for today, friends. Be blessed and hope you earn yourself some insane amount of bitcoin. I'm not leaving any referral links here. You can get in touch with me personally on my Facebook. My link is below. Let's get in touch with each other. Let's get to know each other and make a positive networking relationship. Right? Happy Bitcoining, guys. Take care.